No,
Well,
play this first.
we've already had 44 seconds of this video.
Yeah, I want you to talk.
For
I
Wake
want
Up
you to
America.
listen to real hardcore Republicans who voted for Trump, and they said and
We're
what
only
they say
44
now.
seconds into the video. Watch the entire 5-minute
Okay, I'll
video.
watch this, and you can watch the video I want to play.
Of the 1950s and 1960s.
They voted for Trump. They were the
In
core of the
contrast,
Watch the video,
The
then you can
Republican
comment.
Party was founded in 1854 as an anti-slavery party.
Yep.
Its mission was to stop the spread of slavery into the new Western territories with the aim of abolishing it entirely. This effort, however, was dealt a major blow by the Supreme Court in the 1857 case Dred Scott versus Sandford. The court ruled that slaves aren't citizens, they're property. The 7 justices who voted in favor of slavery, all Democrats. The 2 justices who dissented, both Republicans. The slavery question was, of course, ultimately resolved by a bloody civil war. The commander-in-chief during that war was the first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln, the man who freed the slaves. 6 days after the Confederate army surrendered, John Wilkes Booth, a Democrat, assassinated President Lincoln. Lincoln's vice president, a Democrat named Andrew Johnson, assumed the presidency.
Now let's talk about that.
Adamantly.
Back in them days, you did not have a political party where you could pick a running mate. Whoever won the presidency was the president. Whoever was second place became the vice president. So you had a vice president that was a Democrat and a Republican who was president.
I don't know exactly.
Opposed Lincoln's plan to integrate the newly freed slaves into the South's economic and social order. Johnson and the Democratic Party were unified in their opposition to the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery, the 14th Amendment, which gave blacks citizenship, and the 15th Amendment, which gave blacks the vote. All 3 passed only because of universal Republican support.
They love niggas.
They are more inclusive than the Republican Party. They love everybody.
Hey, these motherfuckers founded.
The only thing that the Democrats,
hold on. They want to keep you as a slave. They want to keep slaves. They were fighting the Republicans this whole time. They see they lost. They see they lost. Now all of a sudden they done changed. They love you now.
No.
Okay.
The Democrats, they would be the only 2 Republicans.
That shit crazy.
The only 2 Republicans. All them that was Republicans, they will all be Democrats now. I don't know when it flipped, but it did. It did.
Oh, let's finish the video.
Listen, I'm married to a white woman, and she had a racist father.
Hey, the only thing that black people are pissed about the Democrats is how often they reach out.
The only way I ever seen a racist
out.
persons change the way they are is when a baby is born into their home that is. And their wife turns against them. That's the only time they're going to change.
And guess what my dad did? Changed Republican. He changed
his whole way of thinking.
Korean
his whole way of thinking when I came apart. But he was a racist. His brother was a racist.
Everybody
was always
does
this way.
their own thing when it comes to politics. Whatever he wants to do.
The thing I know about a Democrat ain't going to change.
My
Give a fuck. They ain't gonna change. I'm not a racist no more. Or I love black people. No.
No.
I'm gonna use your ass
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's what I'm gonna do. They've been
didn't.
using you to pick their cotton and clean their fields. And what's that they gonna use? They gonna do the
trying to
same
tell you,
fucking
they
shit.
didn't
You
change.
can't tell me nothing.
They
Because
didn't
I see
change.
what life does. I see life. I live life. I done seen shit.
They didn't
So I know
change.
what people do. You just ain't figured it out yet.
They didn't change.
Well,
Only the name did.
Wake up, America.
The name ain't changed either. The name remained the same. Why you think
Yes,
you
it
give up all
did.
that fucking power?
For some reason, the Republican Party back then, back when Lincoln started it, that became the Democratic Party.
No, it didn't.
Hey, the Democratic Party back then was the Republican Party would be now.
That's what you
It
think.
seems to me like
There's no facts behind that.
Everybody knows that.
There's no facts behind that.
Yes, it is because you know
facts behind that.
the people that would go to their party, you know where they flock to. You gotta. That's what I'm talking about. The evidence.
Okay. Keep
Hey, there's no those Republicans those Democrats that that blocked the slavery movement. There's no way they'll be elected into the Democratic caucus now.
Well, let's watch the rest of this so you can see it, America.
During the era of Reconstruction,
Like I said,
federal
that's the deal.
troops stationed
Watch
in the
this, y'all.
South
Watch what I
helped
want to put
secure
on.
rights
Yep.
for the newly freed slaves. Hundreds of black men were elected to Southern state legislatures as Republicans. and 22 black Republicans
Hey, it
served
seems like
in
she's
the
just
U.S.
trying to confuse you
Congress
without
by
letting you
1900.
know that
The Democrats did
Well,
not
listen
elect
to it,
black
listen
men
to it, listen to it.
Congress. Federal troops went home. Democrats roared back into power in the South. The region of black codes, laws that restricted the ability of blacks to own property and run businesses, and they imposed poll taxes and literacy tests used to subvert black citizens' right to vote. And how was all of this
When they freed us
enforced?
as slave traffic,
By
they told us
terror.
the South will rise
Much of
again.
it instigated by the
When
Ku
niggas
Klux
doing what they doing
Klan,
nowadays,
founded
they
by
do it.
Democrat Nathan Bedford Forrest. As historian Eric Honer,
I'm only
himself a
doing one thing.
Democrat, notes,
I support the
in
party.
effect, the Klan was a military force serving the interests of the Democratic
I'm trying
Party.
to suppress it.
President
That's just
Woodrow
pretty much that
Wilson,
simple.
a Democrat, shared many views with the Klan. He
All you
resegregated
gotta do
many
is just
federal
look at who-
agencies
it's
and
the
even
policy
screened the
when
first
Republicans
movie ever
block
played
bills
at the
that
White
help
House, the racist film,
minorities,
The
and you
Birth
know
of a
who's
Nation,
for who.
originally entitled The Klansman.
What did he just say?
Want me to repeat that?
That,
Listen,
No,
listen,
no, no.
listen, I don't think they're doing nothing wrong.
that helps the minority.
Let me tell you
family.
what's the minority, because the food stamps and the welfare.
Yeah,
that's what they ain't doing nothing wrong. They trying to save your stupid ass.
No,
What's wrong with you?
what are you
They
talking
trying
about?
to save you.
Mitch McConnell just came
You
on and
guys so
said,
stupid, dude.
Oh,
You're
my
stupid.
God.
So you want to
Wake up, America.
all your fucking life. Come
No,
on.
of course
They trying
not.
to save
I'm not
niggas,
even on it
man.
now.
They trying to save you,
I'm
but you
not
don't
on
see that.
welfare. I don't even have food stamps. I don't got none of that
But that's
shit.
what you're saying, though. That's what you just said.
But what Mitch McConnell just came on TV and said that if they had run the House and the Senate, he was going to start cutting back food stamps.
And he's not fucking wrong. He's not wrong.
What are you talking?
You know what he's
Get your
doing?
ass
I already
He's
said.
making people get a job.
Job.
No.
Get your ass out and get a fucking job.
No.
Yes,
I
yes,
told
yes.
you that nobody wants
How many
anybody.
black? I know 1,001 black people.
I
If they
told
getting
you, I
food
said
stamps and
this
welfare.
100
They ain't getting off their ass. They ain't working.
Why?
They ain't
That's what
fucking
y'all
working.
worried about. It's
That
like
ain't
who's making the system. What about the people that need the shit?
Nobody
Like I said,
needs it.
Nobody
Nobody
wants
needs it.
anybody-
Nobody needs it.
No, nobody needs it. That's not
Get
true.
your ass out and get a job.
No, that's
People
not
that
true.
need
Get
it.
your ass
You
out and get a
guys
job.
got food stamps. What are you
I
talking
get food
about?
stamps because I was a drug addict and I didn't fucking work.
Exactly.
But I'm
You
also
need the food
disabled.
stamps. Nobody
need
wants
them.
anybody. Nobody
don't
wants
need them.
anybody
I
working the
couldn't work.
system. But it needs to be there as
Listen,
a policy
I
for the
couldn't
people
work.
who do.
I'm gonna tell you
For
why I
people
couldn't
who's
work.
in between trying to get back on their feet, it needs to be there
You
for
want to
them.
know why I couldn't
Get
work?
rid of
Because I
it
was
will
too
throw
busy
them
getting high.
people that like, well, I was doing the shit right. I applied to fill out the application and put
I
my
did
job
work,
numbers in,
so I was too
and
busy
now I
getting
can't
high.
get it because they took the whole thing away.
Well,
That's the problem.
One thing I know for a fact, people
Hey.
would have money if they didn't do drugs.
My God.
Stop doing your fucking drugs, and you ain't got to worry about none of that. You say, well,
Like, I
who put
don't
your money
understand
back?
your point. I got the food stamps, but I don't want it. I mean,
No,
what you
Listen, people
saying?
want easy. People want easy
It's
money.
easy to get 'em.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You
Yeah,
want
that's-
Why
easy
not
money.
get them and work?
You're gonna go-
That's what those policies
You're gonna go
are.
what's free.
If
You're
you're
gonna go
down
what's free.
in your situation, you can have this to help you get back on your feet. Nobody wants anybody
Wake up,
looking at
America.
the system
Listen, though.
like you guys haven't done it. You guys say, oh, let's go on the application and put this
See,
in
you
and
don't
put
let
this in so we
nobody.
can.
You don't let nobody talk when you're
Of course
talking.
we
to
do.
them.
I just did.
I'm gonna tell you why I get food stamps because I fucking can.
Exactly.
Because I got a disability appointment. But don't you see me out there fucking working?
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
work because
That's
they're gonna
what
give
you're
it to
doing
me.
right.
But I didn't get them before.
Exactly.
When I
And Mitch
needed
McConnell
them.
takes them all away. Nobody would be able to
When
do
I
that.
needed them, they wouldn't fucking give them to me. Now I really don't need them because I'm not doing drugs no more. But if they're gonna give them to me, I'm gonna fucking take them. It's
Well,
free
you
fucking money.
the one went on the site and applied for them.
because it's free.
Thank you.
But I don't need them.
Exactly. You don't need them, so you don't have to get them.
Yeah, but
There's somebody out there that needs them.
Listen, the people that really are disabled and shit, they can fucking get them, and they don't have to do the work program.
Exactly.
But do
And
you
these are
realize
the people that
how
need
many
them.
illegal citizens in this country have food stamps?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Over 50% of our
Nobody
food
wants it. What's
stamps
that?
are illegal citizens.
You don't know that.
Fucking free
Hey,
food money.
like I
That's
said,
what
if they
it is.
got them, it's not because there's a process to get them. It's because they go into like a sponsor or a program that are making sure. Okay, are they putting in 40 hours a week? Do they have a part-time job?
It doesn't matter if you're not a citizen, America. Wake up, America.
They don't just give them to them like they step across the border. Okay,
That's what they want you
yeah,
to
y'all act like they stepping across the border and like here's your paper to fill out for your asylum. Here's your EBT card. That's not how it
Oh,
works.
pretty much they do.
No, that's not how it works. Hey, that's not how it works. There's a they have to have a whole application process to get those stuff.
Yeah, but what's okay?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. It's
still
anything other than that is just called propaganda.
They get free housing.
It's propaganda
they get free
and
all
rhetoric.
this shit. They got
You don't know. You're just spouting that out. Free
I
nothing.
know this because I know fucking Mexicans. I know what fucking talking about.
They're doing the shit we all want to
And
do.
they're getting free shit.
They was out there working with us.
Yeah, and guess what? And they still get free shit. They still get food stamps. They still get all that shit.
Exactly. They're working their butts off. Their sponsors know
And
that.
you know what they do with that money? You know what they do with that money? Sending it straight to fucking Mexico.
Exactly. That's propaganda. You don't
That
know
ain't
that for
propaganda.
sure. You
I
don't know that for
every
sure.
fucking Mexican I ran across, that's what the fuck they told me.
You know, they got
And I know
kids
a bunch
too.
of them. I
They
worked
got
for
kids,
a bunch
mouths
of
to
them when I
feed
worked for
too.
Apex.
They got mouths
in
to
another
feed
country,
too.
in a whole other fucking country.
Damn. They bring their kids over here too. God.
Illegally.
Illegally.
Oh my.
Wake up, America.
Whatever. Finn, I want to get to a 200-year comment. That's what
Yeah, I want to get back to this video for my audience out there at Wake Up America.
A few decades later, the only serious congressional opposition to the landmark Civil Rights Act of 1964 came from
Man, that's like
Democrats.
saying Asians are bad
80%
drivers.
of
That's all y'all
Republicans in
doing.
Congress supported the
Just
bill.
shouting out something that
Less
has
than
no basis.
70%
That's all
of
that
Democrats.
is. It's the same exact thing.
Give a nigga something. Give a nigga something.
Just like saying Asians are bad drivers. Nothing that basis in fact is just rhetoric.
We didn't say Asians were, we said New Yorkers were.
Right. We don't know that not everybody in New York. That's what I'm saying. You don't spout something out without knowing the data and the
My whole
stuff.
family's from New York.
God.
My whole fucking family's from New York. And the rest of my family's from South Florida.
God.
And they're all fucking ex-KKK members.
Right, you don't even know that all those illegals that got food stamps. You don't know what they're doing to get those food stamps.
There ain't nothing.
They're working their butts off. They're working with.
Absolutely nothing, America. That's what they're doing. They're coming to this country, and this is what it's causing right here.
What do you call that?
They haven't seen this
The
shit.
same thing that Trump's family got. They're on
They probably
a lottery
never
system.
seen a real Mexican family live in a real house and what they do. He don't know.
Did your
He probably
dad
don't
ever
know that
tell
'cause he
you?
don't go nowhere.
Did your dad ever come
He's stuck
throw your
inside.
shit outside and tell you,
He's
oh, if
stuck
you want to
inside,
be
bro. They
fucking
don't go
nigger
outside.
scum,
They don't
there's
see
your
the
shit.
world.
Go
They
live
don't
with
see
them.
what goes
Go
on
live
in
with
the
the
world.
fucking niggers. You want to be a nigger lover? Is that? Did your family ever
My
tell you?
mama-
You want to be a
my
cracker lover?
My
No,
parents never
because that's
talked
where
like
I
that.
came from. My mom wasn't like that though. She was from a North
Man, nobody
Dakota.
should
My
be
dad
talking
was
like
Southern
that.
Democrat.
Nobody should be talking like that.
To
using
this
that kind of
fucking
language.
day. Now he's not like that. He switched to Republican.
Yes, I wonder how's he
He
talking
don't
now?
feel like that no more. James has lived with him.
How's he talking now? Is he happy with the Republican Party now?
Yeah, James
Yes, he
calls
is.
him dad.
Actually, he loves him to death.
Yeah, he is. He won't ever be a Democrat again.
He say never go back to Democrat.
Yeah.
And he was a racist motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm telling you facts. I know facts.
That's
I know. 90%
well,
of
Okay, America.
I
I'm
bet you any kind of money.
That's
I bet-
just me.
I
That's
can-
just sad because he's probably
I
like
can prove you something right
he's
now.
believing
I bet
like-
you every
I'll tell you
Democrat
what.
I know is a motherfucker.
And you can't say nothing
racist.
about my dad.
I bet you every white person I know is a racist.
that's just spouting out some
Do you want to
bullshit.
bet? Do you want to bet?
Asians
I can
are
prove
bad.
this
That's
to you.
Asians
I can
are
prove
bad
this to you.
drivers. That's
I
the
can
same
prove. I
thing.
can prove it to you though.
Hey, you don't
But I'm
know-
telling you,
you
I can
don't-
prove.
Prove. Well, okay, what's your proof?
I'm gonna take you to the racist motherfucker. He'll tell you what he is.
Yeah, that's okay. I can understand that there's racists on both sides.
No. It might be, but not like Democrat.
The Democratic Party in whole doesn't support that kind of stuff.
90%.
You know that.
You keep on thinking
Hey.
that. Keep on thinking that.
Okay, America. We're gonna go back to the
Oh
video.
my gosh! What now? The Democratic
I guess we're
Party
not. We're
is
gonna
electing all
stay
these
live.
minorities, all
That's
these
right.
women.
Yeah, that's right. What you do?
Put-
What you do? I pull a Trump over your fucking face. What you
So
do?
you'll vote for them.
These motherfuckers ain't racist no more.
Oh my
so
God!
I'm gonna vote for them now.
That's
You're
the
fucking
first time.
idiot.
What are you talking about?
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
It's the
No.
first time
It's
we
a
had
fucking
that many
coup.
minorities.
It's called a coup. You do what's best for you.
That is wow. I can't.
Play it, Travis.
Let me play what I want to play. I can't listen to stuff like that
Hold
when
on.
we have a
Finish playing.
historic thing is that more minorities are in the
playing.
House of Representatives right now, and y'all saying it's a coup.
Finish playing
Hey,
that.
what's right in front of
I'm gonna finish playing it. If we could all be quiet for 5 minutes.
That was a plan. They just went out there and spoke
Play
to
it,
the
Travis.
issues.
They told you.
This is just one
Each
of the
candidate has to talk to. Each candidate has to talk to their constituents. I know what you want, and I plan to do it for you. Each candidate has to do that. What are you talking about? It's a coup. They have to. They
And when it's a Democrat, they lie and never do it.
The voters' face
Man, white
and
people,
say what they
white
want
people
to
still
hear.
control this fucking country.
God,
No matter how you look at it.
that's
Black
what
people
we're
ain't got
trying
no
to.
fucking
That's
control.
what we're trying to even out.
White people still.
Hey, I put more minorities in the House. That's what the Republican Party is scared of. They don't know how to cater to the demographic changes. That the country is becoming more diverse, which is a good thing. they know they can't win because no diverse people usually vote for the Republican Party. So what do they got to do? Make sure that whoever goes to vote and hits Republican are mostly white, older 55-year-olds. That's who they want to hit the polls in the votes, and they try to keep everybody else from getting
Travis, did you post this on
That's
your
the obvious thing. That's
Oh,
what
this
they
is
do
going
in
out
Florida.
live.
That's what they're doing here in Florida. That's what they did in Texas.
Her. Did you post that?
Yes, I have.
Hey, it's the evidence is right there in front of your face.
Yeah.
Good. That's
Hey, how you gonna have Rick
That's
Scott?
very good.
How you gonna have Rick Scott, who's a Republican, in the
I
lead in
want y'all
this
to know
state?
that I
and
am
he's
neither
going out there,
Republican nor Democrat.
fraud,
I'm neither one.
You're
I don't
lying.
vote for neither side.
Because he was afraid that it would come out that he did some shit to try to keep people from voting. It would come out, which it never did.
Just like Gillum, but they were for y'all were for Gillum.
Yeah, for Gillum.
Fraud.
Hey, he would be the first black governor of the state. Right, like I said, that's a shame. 2018, the first black governor of a state. Why couldn't it happen before? Because the Republican Party made sure it didn't
That's
happen.
all they care about. Oh,
Hey.
the Republican Party made sure it didn't happen. I want to finish hearing this video.
Okay, now we're all going to be quiet. Wake Up America is live.
I want you,
Political talk right now.
Put on the one I want.
And we're going to watch this, and then we're going to let him watch his.
Now, I want you to
50% of
these
Republicans
people
in
were lifelong
Congress supported
Republicans,
the
but they don't
bill.
have to play.
Less than 70% of Democrats did. Democratic senators filibustered the bill for 75 days until Republicans mustered the few extra votes needed to break the log jam. And when all of their efforts to enslave blacks, keep them enslaved, and then keep them from voting had failed, the Democrats came up with a new strategy. If black people are going to vote, they might as well vote for Democrats. As President Lyndon Johnson was purported to have said about the Civil Rights Act, I'll have them voting Democrat for 200 years. So now, the Democratic Party
Yes,
prospers
I'm
on the
thinking
votes
that
of the
the
very
Democrats would be
people
the way it
that
was
has spent
back
much
then.
of its history
He was thinking that the
oppressing.
Democrats would be the way it was back
Democrats
then.
falsely
forever
claim
until
that
it
the
changed.
Republican Party is the villain, when in reality, it's the failed policies of the Democratic Party that have kept
Exactly, the
blacks down.
demographics.
Massive government.
Don't turn it off.
To get niggas to vote for them for 200 years. Like what the fuck it said.
Don't
To
turn it
do
off.
that right there.
We're not done, James. Black people aren't done. We know the people.
I
Yes,
can't
niggas
tell.
are dumb.
No,
I met-
we know
I met
who
plenty of
who's
ignorant
gonna.
niggas that do the same thing over and over fucking.
We know who's
like,
gonna
they get out of
help
prison and go right back to selling fucking drugs.
Exactly.
Niggas are fucking ignorant.
Exactly.
And they gonna stay ignorant
Choices.
until they use their fucking
Choices.
brains. Nah, and choices my
People are responsible for their own choices.
You're right, they are. Absolutely
Exactly.
right.
Hey, they like parties are
Niggas are
making,
fucking ignorant.
choosing
They bring
their,
that to you.
And
yeah.
they
We still
prayed-
kill each
Making
other.
people
We
make their
help-
own
we
choices.
help them out
And
every
they
day.
preyed on
We help them out
the
every day.
dumbest.
We help them.
That's what they're doing now.
No
We do
shit.
that every day.
That's what the
No.
Republican Party is doing now. Because they're lying about everything. And it's so obvious.
Oh my
Surprised
god.
we didn't
I
stick
can't
with
even. I can't even. Finish this so that I can watch it.
They passed a tax cut. The Republicans passed a tax cut and said that it would be for the middle class. No middle class has gotten money from that tax cut. They straight up lie, and they won't even talk about it now. Because they know exactly what that bill was for. The
Wake Up
1%.
America. Thank you,
The
Kyle, and
1%
thank you, Elsie, for tuning in.
And they when they put it out, they touted it that we're gonna. It's for the
And the
middle
8 or
class,
9 others I can't talk about right now.
The checks is gonna go up $4,000. Ain't nobody seen the over $5 in that
Niggas are
money.
ignorant, man. I don't care what you say. Niggas gonna always be ignorant. Till they-
Okay, now let's try to get back
Niggas are
to
ignorant.
the rest of the video here
Some of
for
them are
Wake Up
the ones
America.
That go down south to Texas and Arizona, they adopt that Republican garbage just so they can think they can survive down there instead of holding on to the values that they had before they got down there. That's what I have a problem with.
Okay, we're going to go back to the video,
They
America.
put on one of those straw hats and put a straw in their mouth and like, yeah, Trump all the
Hey,
way.
we only got 40 seconds left of this
They
video.
don't believe any of what they saying.
Welfare has
It's all
decimated
like
the
this,
black
how they
family.
survive. They think how they
Opposition
survive
to
in
school
Texas and
choice
Arizona.
has kept them
These people
trapped
tell you what
in
welfare
failing
doing to you. Ladies
schools.
just told you
Politically
what
correct
welfare doing to you.
policing has left
Nobody
black
wants
neighborhoods
anybody working the
defenseless
system.
against
But if you
violent
need
crime.
that shit, that
So
stuff
when
needs
you
to be
think
there
about
for
racial
when you need
equality
it.
and civil
It's a good
rights,
thing that steps
which
toward to get you
political
off your
party
feet.
should come to mind?
Hey,
I'm Carol Swain,
that's what I say. You don't get
professor
rid
of
of a
political
program.
science and
You
law
try
at
to go
Vanderbilt
weed out the
University
people that's
for
using it for bad
Prager
attention.
University.
hey.
That's what
Like y'all
Thanks
have
for
every
watching.
time y'all apply for food stamps, you're like, okay, well, just say this and say this, and then we'll get our food stamps. Everybody does it.
Yeah, of course. White people do it too.
Exactly. And then
But that ain't the point, though.
you're talking about, oh, it doesn't need to be there.
Welfare is what you call a crutch. It holds you fucking back. That's all it does. It holds you in a stationary position. A stationary position.
Exactly. That's why the food stamps and the welfare, you got, the food stamps, you got to put in work jobs. They're trying to do all that stuff to weed out people who doesn't deserve it. They want to see that you're working and that you're paying.
That wasn't what it was put into place for. Democrats didn't put it into place for that. They put it into place to do exactly what it's been doing for years.
Actually, that's part of Agenda 21,
place.
which I will get to at another day.
Any government, no government just gives assistance away. It's for there because they see a situation where people need it and they put these policies. Here's some help.
All these years that's passed by, you don't see what welfare has done for the black community.
That's what, how often, as long as you've been getting food stamps, why are you so knocking down food stamps?
I haven't been getting food stamps all my life. I had jobs, bro. I worked. I worked. I haven't got food stamps. You might have, but I haven't. I fucking just started getting food stamps. I fucking worked for a living. I had a fucking great job. What the fuck you talking about? I ain't get food stamps.
I've got food stamps on and off. That's what it's there for. When you're in a position that you need help, that's what food stamps are for. Yeah, you work at a job that you're 99% of your check got to go to bills, and you don't looking at your pay account, you ain't got enough to get groceries.
If you get a job, you can afford the bills. Trust me. You just got.
Yeah, you can afford your bills. You may not be afford to go get a whole bucket of groceries at
I took
Publix.
my kids on vacation. I went to Busch Gardens.
Well, first of all, let's talk about Publix.
Exactly.
Let's talk about Publix. I don't like Publix. They are 3 times more expensive than anywhere else.
You were doing
I'll talk
good
about
for
it
yourself.
again.
You don't need food stamps.
You damn sure right.
Exactly. Not everybody's in that situation. You got to
You
remember.
can be in that. The whole point, you can be. It's just the point niggas don't try.
That's just not looking at it too good.
Nah, I look at it. I see it. I live by it all my life. Live around it. All niggas want to do is sell drugs and chase around hoes and go to prison.
Yeah, that's their choices. All right, nothing to do with the Democratic Party.
And the ones that don't, then the other niggas, the other part of niggas are either drug addicts or fucking own drugs and don't keep no money.
Yeah, nobody wants that to work in the system over and over again. Because it's when you get it one time, they expect you to get it, use it, and then be back on your feet after that.
The ones that's doing good are doing good for a reason. They keep what they get.
Anything that somebody puts out is going to be, people are going to find a way to go around it. It's up to the Congress to keep up on that.
Let's touch on that subject for a second. Let's talk about how Obamacare was cheap, $25 for me, because I made under $10,000 a year. But for somebody that was in a middle-class family, it was $400 or $500. Let's not talk about how when he passed that law, the jobs like McDonald's, Burger King, corporations, instead of giving them full time where they had to pay for the for their health insurance, guess what? They made everybody part-timers and got around it. Now we're going to go to this other site, live here on Wake Up America Live, breaking political talk with Jessica James and Kevin.
Hey, I'm making coffee.
Okay.
For everybody else.
Great. Even the Democrats?
I'm a Republican. Well, I like Republicans, and I'm gonna share my coffee with the brainwashed thing.
I'm not fucking brainwashed. Like I said, somebody just don't tell me something, I believe it. I take that with other facts. Like, are you do you keep on that, or do you change it up every time? That's what the public, they say, like pre-existing conditions. They were in the Senate. Every Republican, we got to get rid of Obamacare, who was protected with this pre-existing conditions. Too much before the midterms. Oh, we'll protect your pre-existing conditions. No what? Because they knew that's what the voters wanted. They just completely flip-flop. That's why. That's the problem.
Everybody says.
Like, I don't look at just one thing. It's like, you going to take a stance? Are you consistent with that stance? Are you flip-flopping just to tell the voters what they want to hear? Americans can see that. That's what Trump doesn't understand. He's all over the place. Americans can see that.
However,
She needs to go back.
Trump has created more jobs than any other president before him. We're at the lowest unemployment rate in history, especially among African Americans. But African Americans don't want to believe that.
Until they walk into the
White people, a lot of white people don't believe it either. You just put that on African Americans.
I'm gonna call the racist.
And what are we looking up here, Kevin?
Watch his thing first.
I gotta find.
Okay, you gotta learn how to spell. Arizona is
I know how
Arizona.
to spell it.
Not I. You gotta put O-N-A.
Yeah.
I thought you graduated high school.
No, it's just this thing.
It's just the keyboard doesn't have all the letters in order, so it's hard. I can't find half of them either.
Take the phone with him. Let me see if I can. See if I can find it.
Oh, there's the girls. Right there. There they are. Kristen and Martha.
Well, who they?
The Fox News girls. I like that blonde chick. She's
there
young
it is.
too.
Okay, we're looking at Arizona
These are
Independence.
Arizona who's
Group used data and
they were Republicans all their life, and this
Offer
is, you gotta listen to what they're
support to
saying.
make healthier lifestyle
And then I'm
choices.
gonna call up a Democrat.
This is what healthcare
next
can do
Democrat.
when it's caring and smart.
Racist.
United Health Group.
The Republican Party is not the same as it used to be. We've just become so segregated and divided. And I feel that the flavor, just today, when you ask, what we all think, everyone's afraid and intimidated to say because it's such a hot debate now. It's so heated between us. And I think everybody just needs to cool it and get back to basics and figure out we're all people and we all need to be unified. And we need to look to the top leadership for that direction. And I don't think that we're getting that.
I'm an independent moderate voter. I'm a social liberal, and I'm an economic conservative. Used to consider yourself Republican. Yeah. Considers yourself independent now. Yeah. There's a lot of other
But
people in
not
Arizona.
Democrat.
That's why this is close. How did that happen? Why is that the case?
Well, the Republicans have lost their way. I mean, the Republican Party is a joke as far as I'm concerned. They don't have any, they want to repeal health care, but they don't have any replacement for it, and they talk about that too.
Which is not
They
true.
have no immigration strategy except for...
The Democrats have blocked everything that Trump's tried to do on health care. So America only believe what's true.
Because we need immigrants in this country. We need to have comprehensive immigration reform. We need to have
This is
ways
Arizona.
to
That's
get
where a lot of
workers, stuff like
immigrants
that.
are. They know what the real world is down there.
Kirsten Sinema or Martha McSally?
Oh.
They gotta deal with
It's
immigrants.
so hot in Arizona. It's so brainwashed.
Huh?
It's so hot in Arizona. It's right on the
She's brainwashed.
They're everyday voters just like anybody.
So the daughter's voting Sinema.
They just see what they see on the ground. Grassroots.
She just.
I vote to cancel out my parents' vote.
So what do you think about McSally campaigning with Donald Trump?
I love it.
That makes me want to vote for the opponent.
Why not Martha McSally?
I'll be candid. I'm a registered Republican who's mostly embarrassed by the Republican Party at this point. And so I'm tired of the fighting. I'm tired of the nonsense. I think America is great. And I think that we don't need a hat to say make it great again. It is great. So I'm...
Oh,
I'm
it's
tired
great
of
when
the
there was all kinds of unemployment in this country until he took office and created millions of jobs by deregulating and giving the corporations tax cuts so they could hire people.
Was there any point at which you were considering Martha
That's what you
McSally?
think.
This lady is a dumbass.
President?
Somebody else's
Move you away
opinion.
from
That kind of did it for me. Not interested.
Listen, this is my
Can't go there.
ignorance right here.
Last
the fuck
question.
is Martha
What's the
McSally?
biggest issue, most important pressing issue to you?
She was the Republican
In the state of Arizona,
candidate for governor
fixing the education
in Arizona, and she got screwed out of the job with voting tampering.
Rich people, it's not about taxing one group of people. It's about coming together
She lost the election
as
to the Democrats.
concerned citizens who recognize that
Arizona
students
voters
and
are mostly
children,
Republicans. They the one who
they're going
decided
to
which
be
one they
running
was going to
this
vote for.
place
They
in the
voted
next
for the
25
Democrats.
years, if not sooner.
Plain and
Yeah, but
simple.
And what we do now and how we treat our educators is embarrassing, and
Yeah,
it needs to
not a
stop. It
problem.
needs to
Not
change.
everybody
Who did you vote for
likes
president?
somebody from their party.
Kasich.
Write in for Kasich.
For Kasich.
Ohio
So would you
governor.
consider yourself more conservative,
This is
or
people that used to think like you.
Fiscally conservative.
They
Maybe
just see
more
what they see on the
conservative.
ground.
so then who did you vote for in the Senate
So
race?
white people are Democrat.
I think McCain ran then.
Sorry, who did you vote for in this Senate race?
Cinema.
Sinema. Now, why vote for Kirsten Sinema?
I thought both campaigns had very many lies in their
It's
advertisements,
fair.
and I thought
promise you that
Sally
all 150
became a little
votes
too
that
Trumpy,
David
and I
Duke's
was
got were all
offended
Democrat votes.
when she
I
was
promise
there
you
at the
that.
signing of the defense bill that she didn't mention
All 150.
John McCain's name. You know, when the bill was signed with Trump.
Why
she
ain't the
was one of,
Republican
I
Party?
think,
Why ain't
6
none of them mention John
congressmen
McCain's name?
that
Why don't
went
they say
West
his
Point or
name?
wherever.
When this started, had you considered voting
That's
for
pissing
Martha
a lot of
McSally?
Arizonans
Was that
off.
on the table?
Probably not. And I don't like that she, in the recent ads, supporting pre-existing conditions when she voted 71 times in Congress, to abolish Obamacare.
Voters see that shit. Like, oh, it's just a magic trick. You didn't remember us going against Obamacare. You don't remember that. Of course you remember.
I think it's a different party. They passed this huge tax.
Once again, America, don't believe the hype. Donald Trump had a bill for all Americans, and the Democrats stopped it every time when it went before them.
He said that somebody who voted for John McCain for president, Senate just in 2016.
Trump would never put it to the floor.
I think they have lost their way. My parents were Republican, my grandparents were Republican, but I think they're not the party of the 60s or 70s.
My husband and my children all had
I think they
health insurance.
abandoned that whole
And then Obama
approach, and I
came
don't
in,
like
and
that.
all of a sudden,
I think they've gotten a
I can't
little
get it.
too anti-immigration.
I wasn't even
This was a country founded on it.
Like I said, that's the system working itself out. So it's not Obama's fault. Right,
Yeah, but I'm
it's
one
the
of the
system.
ones that 150%.
Just because something happened, just because when Obama stepped.
Okay, America, we're gonna go one last thing here.
Before he got in office, stuff was already in progress.
Let's go to Randall Taylor's
Just like stuff is already
photo. I'm
underway.
not going to go into the whole episode.
Fast forward a little bit more. We got the Coast Guard out there monitoring the water, and we got weapons.
Right.
There's not going to be any weapons used.
Hey, turn it
They're
down.
not going to have. What does this look like to you, America? What does that look like? That's military guarding the damn border. Now, fast forward.
I just wanted to show you what Randall Taylor showed me. That just because somebody says something doesn't make it true. We do have weapons at the border. Our military troops do have weapons. And you better bet if 1,000 of them rush them, they're going to get shot. And that's sad because the Mexican government didn't do their job. That's the end of today's episode. Wake up, America.